What's going on, YouTube? J-Dub and Steph back with you here on Best Beers in Me. Beer reviews from Maine, New England, and beyond. Can't remember where this brewery's from.
I think it's New York. Maybe it's Rhode Island.
It is New York, so we're staying in New York, where we just were yesterday with the Equilibrium.
Yeah.
Now we're revisiting Singlecut, which I said I don't care if I have another one.
Nice to get out of Maine, though. We've done a lot of Maine beers. I'm kind of looking forward to doing some outside of Maine.
One of our subscribers said Singlecut makes good beer, so I should give it another shot, and I found this milk stout, so try something different besides a hazy. We've got Eric, more Cowbell.
In all fairness, I think that first one, and the only one that we ever reviewed from Singlecut, I think it had a little age on it, if I'm not wrong.
It did, yeah. So this one does too, but it's a milk stout, so it should be fine. I can't make out the date. Looks like last November, but it should be fine because it's a chocolate milk stout, brewed with chocolate, vanilla, and milk sugar.
So when you were pouring that, it looked a little lighter. That's a little darker than what I thought.
Yeah, she's pretty dark.
Yeah. Just a small, maybe a finger of a creamy, khaki tan looking head. Yeah,
pretty tiny bubbles. Let's get the aroma. Not a whole lot. A little bit of chocolate there.
Almost smells like a, I don't know, you're maybe not getting it, but it almost smells like a, not strong, but almost like a barrel aged.
I'm not getting that. I'm getting maybe a slightly oxidized, but I'm hoping not.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to dig into it.
Sure do.
Alright.
Cheers.
Cheers, YouTube.
Cheers, YouTube. I'm not getting a whole lot of flavor.
So, trying to see what the ABV is on this. 6%. It's pretty thin. There's some sweetness there, some chocolate, a little bit of roasty character, watery, almost maybe a little slight oxidation. I gotta say another fail if you ask me for, and I hate to give him another bad review, but
everything you said is exactly what I was thinking. It's very thin. Don't get a lot of flavor. I get a little bit of roastiness, slight chocolate, and just a little bit of sweetness, but I don't get a whole lot of flavor.
No.
And I read the description on this prior to this beer share, and I was very excited to try it, and I hate to give bad reviews, and maybe it's not a bad review, maybe this just isn't, maybe their style of beer is just not what I'm used to.
Yeah, I don't know.
We drink a lot of Maine beers. We drink a lot of the New England IPAs. We drink a lot of the stouts from Barreled Souls, which have a lot of flavor. The roastiness is really there, like the coffee, the sweetness, the chocolate, and I just don't get a whole lot of flavor on this. I would love to go to this brewery after 2 reviews.
You would?
Listen,
I don't think I would.
No, but let me finish.
Oh. And
get something very fresh on tap, or try a few different beers and see if it changes my mind.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't even feel like finishing that beer. It's just, and I'm not intentionally giving them bad ratings.
No.
Like, it's not resonating with me at all. It's not.
You know how I am. I hate to give a low review, a bad review. I really do. But I'm going to call it as I see it. You know, I'm not going to come on here and say, hey, this is a great beer, you need to try this. I'm on here to say, it's a great beer, you should seek this out, or, you know, I'm just not a fan. And this is why we watch beer reviews, to seek out beers that people give really good reviews and I want to try, or I'm like, okay, I'm probably going to steer away from this, but I just don't get much on their beers, and I wish I did.
Yeah, it's too bad, but this is 2 beers I've had. Again, this one's not that fresh either, so, you know, but I like to call it like I taste it, and I'm not tasting too much pleasant out of this beer. Almost like a tobacco type cardboard. Not good. I don't know. It's not a good beer.
Send us a couple Singlecut, like very fresh beers, because up here sometimes it's hard to get these fresh. I would be more than happy to review like a really fresh can and see if it changes my mind. I
checked the date at the store. That looked like it was, I was reading a 1. I thought it was January, but now, right before the review, I looked and it said 21. I said, I hope that's not January. No, but it looks like it's...
But it's a milk stout, and a milk stout shouldn't fall off
November
that much.
It's November of 21, so...
In 3 months,
no,
4 months.
I mean, I'm not...
You know, I can see maybe an IPA falling off in 3 or 4 months, but not a milk stout.
It's just not for me. There's a few really good milk stouts in Maine. Gunner's Daughter and 6th Grain from Austin Street, amongst others. I just wouldn't get this again. If I was going to give it a score, I don't know if I would, because I think it's just, I don't know. I guess I would. I'd give it about a 2.5, which is the very low end of a score for me.
I would give it a 3, just because it is what it is. But I would love to try something fresh. So The 2 cans that we've gotten, in all fairness, have not been fresh cans. And if I could get something that was within 2 to 4 weeks of canning, I would really like to try it, because I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. I would love to try something fresh and say, you know what, okay, so maybe it's the age on this. I don't know.
It could be, but I would think a milk stout would hold up for 4 months. But so not much else I can say about it. It just wasn't for me. I'm probably going to pour the rest of this, because I'm not going to waste my time with any more of it, you know. I just don't like this beer. I like the more Cowbell. I don't know what that's from. I mean, I know what more Cowbell's from. It's from Saturday Night Live, but I don't know the story behind it. Again, I don't know anything about their brewery. I still haven't found out anything about their brewery. There was a comment saying that they usually make good beer, so I saw this and picked it up, even though I said I wouldn't. I did, because it was a different style, and I figured I'd try it. And
yeah. I would love to hit on a can that I could say, you know what, Singlecut, this is a great beer. I would love to do that. It pains me to give a poor review. I don't like that, because I like to see success. I like to see the brewery succeed, but I'm going to call it like it is.
I mean, I'd like to give a good review because I'd like to think that I'm drinking a good beer. So I like giving good reviews because I like drinking good beer.
So maybe it's my heart. I really have a hard time giving a poor review, but this is...
Anyone out there that wants to send in some beer for a review, hit us up in the comments or shoot us an email to bestbeersinme@gmail.com. You can check us out on Facebook, Best Beers In Me, Instagram, Best Beers In Me, YouTube, Best Beers In Me. Where the more I drink out-of-state beers, the more I think the best beer is in me. M-E, Maine is what I'm talking about. So
like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment. Have you had this? Have you had other beers from Singlecut? What are your thoughts? I'd really like to know.
Yep. All right. I guess another one in the books. I'm not gonna do a final chug or anything like that, because I'm gonna pour this.
But you didn't give it up for Lent. Your chugs.
No, I'm not Joe. All right, guys, we're out. We'll see you next time. Right here on Best Beers In Me.
Cheers.
Oh.